Oh, marriage. But you don't want a long-term relationship.
I mean, I'm open to a partnership, and I've had partnerships before, but I don't.
You've never had a boyfriend, correct?
No, I had a girlfriend, but it wasn't like.
Okay, so you're bi, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've dated. I'm not gonna say I've had a serious boyfriend. That's why I said I've never had a boyfriend, but I've dated.
How many people are you currently dating?
About 3. Dating isn't just going out on dates and hanging out with them.
How many people are you hooking up with? None? What about for work? How often are you
I haven't worked in a few months just because I've been moving and doing personal stuff, but...
Okay. Do you have a roster right now? You said 3?
Like, of men that I've been dating in my personal
What do you mean
life.
Dating? What do you...
Going out on dates, getting to know them, like seeing...
So, of the 3 men that you've been dating, how many dates have you been on with each?
So one guy, I've been seeing him for like 4 months. I would say we go on like 1 date a week.
Okay, 4 months.
Another guy, it was a lot more recent, like 2 months maybe. I've seen him like 3 times. And then another guy, probably like 3 or 4 months, and we've gone out maybe 5 times. We went out yesterday.
And you're not hooking up with any of these dudes?
Because this
God,
is just
bro.
for me personally.
These fucking men.
But with my job, like obviously a lot of men just tend to jump to sexualizing me. So I want, if a man is truly interested in me, I want to see that with him taking me out on dates and getting to know me as a person outside of my job and wanting to have sex with me.
I've heard that from porn stars.
I mean,
don't you guys think it's unfair for you to say that it's unfair for a man to sexualize you guys when your occupation is literally titled sex work?
I think if a man's brain is that small that he can't wrap his head around like work versus real life, then he's not worth dating.
But your work is not traditional work.
Yeah, you're the one that took something that's real life, intimate, and loving and turned it into work. That's what you need to recognize.
We didn't create
No, as of the last maybe 40 years, the rest of humanity treated it as something intimate and loving and sacred for years. Now you've turned it into a career and something for you to make money off of. So yeah, there's no, it makes sense that you're completely desensitized and you're never going to understand. Sorry, I touched you one more time. Oh well.
It's tight at the table, guys. It's all right, people. Me and Q have been
We're just hungry.
holding hands the entire show. All right. Just kidding. But okay, so 4 guys. One of them you've been seeing for 4 months. You hang out once a week. One was 2 months, only hung out 3 times. Another was 4 months, and you've seen him a couple times or something. You've not hooked up with any of these 3 guys. First off, that's a big fucking L. For the guy you've been seeing for 4 months and you hang out once a week. Does he pay for your dates? Like you guys go get dinner?
Yeah, of course.
He pays for the dates? Jesus Christ. The dating market's absolutely fucked. Like, it's just, this is ridiculous. Do you not want to have sex with him? Does he want to have sex with you?
It's more of, like I said, like it.
How old is he?
I usually date guys in their like 30s.
And you're 22?
Yeah.
Is this a sugar daddy thing?
No. I mean, I have those. I do financial domination.
You have that too.
But that's
okay,
not
we'll
related to those guys.
They're genuinely like romantic pursuits for you, not just.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a big. I don't know who this 4 months hanging out 1 time a week thing is. Look, it's obviously 100% your call. If you don't want to have sex with him, 100% your call. But like from a guy's perspective, that's a big fucking L to be dating a girl that long, who's dating 2 other men at the same time, who's shooting porn, and she doesn't want to be sexually open with you. That's a fucking L.
She said she hasn't shot in 4 months. And what if he's dating? She said she hasn't shot in like months.
I think it's actually very respectable. She does want to be sexually open, but with the right person, with the right intimacy, and she's like literally taking her relationship so seriously. Like, I think that's respectable.
She's not taking her relationship seriously. She's currently dating 2 other men.
Well, but that's taking it seriously.
No, that is not. How is that taking it seriously? She's dating 2 other men.
But that's what dating is.
No. A date. She's been seeing. Hold on. 4 months. This guy's takes her out on a date once a week. I think it should have developed to the point where the other guys. That's a wrap on the other guys. But anyways, people move how they move. It's not. What was the term you used? Serious? Or
no, I think she's like taking her dating and her relationship status really seriously because
she's not.
I think she definitely is because she is putting her sexual
other
intimacy.
Men.
She's dating them because that's what dating is. You talk to multiple different people at
What
once
is the
to see
benefit
who you
of
connect with.
Okay.
And
Go ahead,
it's been explained to these people, like, they're aware that it's not exclusive. We're just getting to know each other and like figuring out.
4 months? You're 4 months in. You see this guy once a week.
Okay, but like, we both work a lot. We have very demanding schedules. So, and I've been dealing with moving and like all this other stuff. So like, yeah, to carve out 2 hours to go to dinner with someone once a week, like, I don't think that's super serious.
Have you kissed this guy?
Yeah, that one.
That's it though, just. And has he made a move to go further?
Sort of, but I shot it down pretty quickly.
I mean, if you're so busy throughout your week and then you only have 2 hours to go and spend with them, and you're making that time to go see him every week, shouldn't you care a little bit more about that person since you have no time in the world?
It's definitely not that I don't care about them, but I feel like we had a conversation.
Hold on just a sec. Hold on just a sec.
$69. She is stringing them along, and they are allowing themselves to be taken. This is how attention-starved men are in today's society. Guys, have some better standards for yourselves and stop simping for these 304s.
Okay, but if I went and fucked all these guys, or just fucked that one, the 4-month guy, then I would be a slut, right? So it's like, I'm taking it slow and communicating with these people. Like, they're fully aware of what's going on. It's not like I'm
I mean, I think, hasn't that
deceiving.
ship sailed when you started doing porn?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I've been doing porn for almost 4 years, and dating is...
So, but hasn't no offense, the not being a slut thing, the ship has sailed on that?
Well, like, you have to
A
think of
little
it
bit.
this way. I'm not going to show up to a porn set with my parents, right, and expect them to, like, fall in love with every person that I'm shooting a porno with, right? But when I'm dating in my personal life as me, not just as, like,
Sounds like
my
double
persona of
standards.
Sarah Ryder, why? Because...
You have one.
Sorry.
Okay, the production company pays you $500. There's cameras. It's going to be distributed.
Right?
It's okay. What? It's more 1,000, whatever. It's going to be distributed online. It's going to be online permanently. For that, you'll have sex right away with a man who doesn't care about you, but a guy who's actually romantically interested in you, who's paying for dates, who's been dating you for 4 months, makes the time to see you at least once a week. He's still waiting?
And you say you don't have all this time for him, then how are you entertaining all these other dudes?
Yeah, you have 2 other guys that you see too.
Like, if you don't have all this time, maybe you should just focus on
One of them.
him.
Well, she's moving right now, so she's like.
Oh, she's
trying
moving.
to-
well,
Okay, that takes a
then that makes
weekend.
sense.
That takes a weekend. You probably had movers help you too, I'm assuming.
Actually, no, I've been doing it all by myself.
How
and
long
I'm
does it take to
furnishing a
move?
2,000 square foot house all on my
Congratulations.
own. So it does take some
Welcome
time.
to the human race. Everybody,
Saying, you're
everybody
acting
moves.
like I fucking have all
People
this
move.
shit just like
But
poof.
this experience of you moving is not unique to you. Everybody moves apartments.
Or like,
Exactly.
why is it such a burden on how you treat your
It's
dating
not. You guys are
prospects?
automatically putting my dating into a negative light, but I'm literally said that I've communicated with these people. They're fully aware. They know what's going on. They're consenting just as much
Oh
as I
no,
am
you're
to be
winning.
a part of the
No,
relationship.
but you're winning because
Why?
you're getting the male attention. This guy's bringing value to you. He's paying for your dates. He's giving you attention. He's giving you his protection, and
Yeah, but these people
You're
are
not-
getting to know me on an intimate level. When I go to work, I'm not going and divulging all my like secrets about myself and the things that are like make me a human being. But when I'm seeing someone romantically, just like any other person would when they're dating, you're telling them
is
more
he in
things
the
than you
industry?
would tell your
Is the guy?
coworkers.
Is he in the industry?
No.
Is he like got just a normal corporate type job or
Yes.
what? Okay.
So then, what do you bring to the table for him?
What do you mean?
What do you mean when I just asked?
The same thing you bring.
It's a
What do you
straightforward-
bring?
I bring a lot more than you guys do. I bring a lot more than just pussy.
But I never said that
you bring
pussy is
more
all
than
that I
just
bring
pussy.
to a relationship.
I asked
You're
a
just
straight up
love
question.
No,
projecting
hey,
that
but
onto
they're not even. She's not even bringing pussy in a relationship.
Yeah, that's not even what she's bringing at all. So
I-
what really, like?
So that's what I asked a genuine question. What are you bringing to the table? And you answered it asking me, what do I bring to the table? I'm in a relationship.
I didn't say that.
to your relationship.
2-year relationship.
Congrats.
Thanks.
They share their. Okay.
Yeah, you saw him waiting outside for me. He dropped me off here. He's gonna pick me up. He waited for me. Okay.
Keep yelling.
My man would do this.
She's not
too.
yelling
But he's
at
not
all.
here.
Wait, your man what, Layla?
Any man I date would drop me off. They would be
Oh,
okay
you
with
mean
that.
John Zerka, who's in Miami, who just had the most
He's not my man right
degenerate.
now. You know that. But
What?
I don't want to talk about that. But like that was a bad.
I saw
moment.
his stream yesterday.
It was
I
a bad
mean,
moment. It was a bad moment. For
Okay.
Sure. That was it was sad. We don't
So
wanna
okay.
repeat that.
look,
have our own hiccups.
I guess it's a win for you. To me, it's just like, it's interesting that you're very open sexually when you are being financially rewarded for it, but when it comes to a romantic relationship, you like, it's funny because these two girls said, well, because I'm in the adult entertainment industry, I'm really good in the bedroom. Yet for you, you're in the adult entertainment industry, and the value that they said they bring, you don't bring that value to a relationship, aka sex.
Because, to be fair, a lot of what has been said, in my opinion, from like Layla, is I'm not saying like, oh, I'm a porn star, so like my biggest asset is that I have a fucking vagina and that I have sex with people. I'm not saying that. That is just like the ruse that's been put up and like what feeds you guys and like the comments. But then when I humanize myself and date like a normal fucking person, like, oh my god, now I bring nothing to the table because it's not pussy.
That's not what I'm saying, but it's interesting to me that you are, look, again, you're told, if you obviously, consent, you are 100% free to not like want to sleep with somebody, and it should be on your terms. When you're ready, you can. The way I guess a lot of men will feel a certain type of way about it. Like, for example, if I met a girl, not that I would pursue a girl, but in this way, but if I found out that she had previously had 100 one-night stands, and then she finally meets me, and then she says, we're going to wait until marriage to have sex, and then to add the cherry on top, she had all kinds of crazy sex with all those guys, but with me, just missionary. It's kind of like, I don't know that there's an analogy for this, but it's like, you have provided this value for all the previous men, but then now you finally met me, and it feels like you are not, I don't know how to articulate this properly. In any case, for me, look, if I encountered a girl who had a high body count, not that I would even really want to pursue her, but and she was like, oh, I want to wait till marriage, it's like,
not with me.
Not with me. I'm
not
like,
with me.
I'm not going to pressure you to have sex, but I'm moving on. So I don't know. It's just interesting to me that I'm more curious from like the guy's perspective. Like, what are they like?
Yeah.
I assume they're not waiting for marriage. Like, they're not trying to. So
Well,
like.
And neither am I. I'm not waiting for marriage either. But like, I want to get to know them on.
You've known this guy for 4 months.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but we're both seeing other people, and like I said, we both have very demanding jobs. Like, he works from like 3 in the morning to like 4
How many
in the
dates?
afternoon.
How many dates have you gone on with this guy? 20?
Maybe 10. I don't know, 10.
That's a
some-
lot.
Bro, I ain't waiting.
Three, I know if
In
She's
public
10
too?
dates.
Were they all in public?
Yeah, I mean, no,
Okay.
not all in public. Like, we did have some like home dates, but
So that's like a good 10 dates is like a good amount of time to get to know someone and decide whether or not you want to be with that person. Because I know after 10 dates, I would not be wanting to. If I'm wasting 10 dates on a guy, I like that guy. I'm not going on 10 dates with no guy that I just want to. That's a lot of dates. I can't even think of 10 places to go on dates right now. So like at the top of my head. So 10 dates, that's a lot of time and effort to be putting into somebody. So why are you going to waste your time taking somebody out on 10 dates if you're not serious about them?
I mean, it definitely might seem like a waste of time to you, but for me personally, like I said, I didn't really start dating or anything like that until high school, so I'm only 22. I'm just trying to figure myself out, what I'm looking for in a relationship, in a partner, and things like that. I'm even still figuring myself out as just an individual. So
Okay, so sorry, continue. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go
Well,
ahead.
no, but just by going on dates, that's how I'm figuring that out. And yes, 10 dates, I take him seriously as a person. I respect him. I respect his feelings. That's why I, have this open dialogue and conversation and, communication with this person. It's not like I'm telling him like, oh, we're dating, and then I'm seeing these other people behind his back. Like, he is fully aware that,
I'm just trying to wrap my head around like when it comes to your standard to having sex. If it's on camera and if you get paid for it, you don't have to have any connection or know anything about the guy. Some stud goes in, like you probably don't even, do you know who's you're going to shoot with beforehand?
Yeah.
Whatever. It's some stud, whatever. And then you get some money, it's shot on camera, you'll fuck him right away. Whereas for the men who you're romantically pursuing, it's let's wait 4 months and go on 10 dates. It's just like, look, you're free to do what you want because that's your human right, but you've slept with a bunch of dudes without demanding exclusivity or marriage, and now the guy you maybe actually like comes along, and you want to pretend like you always had morals and high standards, and you make him wait when he knows what you're doing.
I mean, if
That's just
you're giving sex a value when you gave it no value before, when you were doing it for your career, and now all of a sudden this guy has to do these things to attain it. Like, that makes no sense when you're letting strangers get it for free. Well, not for free. I mean,
Not
you're
for
getting
free.
paid, but they're not paying you. They're getting
Well,
they're getting
taking
paid to
on
have
dates,
sex
so
with you.
technically-
No, they get paid too.
and just again,
yeah, they're getting paid too.
just again, like
Good job.
this is not ever about like a guy feeling entitled to something, but it's just the way that it might make a guy feel. So again, it's totally, look, if you've slept with 100 guys, not even doing adult entertainment, and you slept with 100 guys on the one night stand, and then one guy finally comes along and you're like, you're going to have to wait till marriage, that's your call. But a guy's gonna feel like, here's an analogy, right? So you're making the man wait. It's kind of like going to McDonald's while everyone else eating there paid $1 for a cheeseburger, and then the clerk looks at you and says, it's $1,000 for you, sir. That's how it feels. Like it again, it's 100% your call. You can have like different standards, but
That was a really good analogy.
Well, then,
That
answer me this
made a
though.
lot of
If,
sense.
let's say I went on this first date with him and I had sex with him just off the rip, why would he value me anymore? And how would I know that he was deserving of having sex with me and that intimacy? Because it's not in a work setting. Like
it's not
when
like you
you're
care
at,
anyways.
like obviously y'all have never been on a porn set, but when you're there, like it's a job. Everyone's professional. You know, you're not taking these people out afterwards. You're doing a job and you're being kind and professional to each other. And you know, it's just very surface level. But when I'm going out with someone, pursuing them in a dating aspect, like I want to get to know them as a human, and I want them to get to know me, you know, on a much more serious aspect. So like, yes, I can go and get paid to have sex for work and like become acquaintances, and like Molly and I are great friends, and we've had sex before for work. But like for someone that I'm pursuing to take seriously for this partnership or this marriage,
so I don't totally disagree with you. Typically, I will raise this argument more so with, for example, women not in the adult entertainment industry who engage in having casual sex, have had a lot of previous past sexual partners very casually, a bunch of one-night stands, and they have two different standards for two different types of men. So what you'll see is you'll have like, and I don't like this terminology, but let's just for the simplicity of the conversation, if you're a alpha male, you get no strings attached sex while putting in no effort or money. If you're a beta provider male, where the woman sees you as a potential long-term partner, she then withholds sex as a bargaining chip. Meanwhile, the beta guy is providing significantly more resources compared to the alpha or friends with benefits guy. I don't like using that terminology, but just for the simplicity of the conversation. So my issue would be like, for example, if I met a girl and like last week she had a one-night stand, and then let's say she had four one-night stands in the past month, and then she's going on a date with me, and then she's like, oh, Brian, I really like you, I think we should wait. That's 100% her call. There's not gonna be like a pressure or anything. However, I'm going to feel like, she's just like, she's not that interested in me, and honestly, she's probably just like using, I don't like it if a woman is using sex as leverage. Like I'd want a girl to have genuine interest in having sex with me. So
right.